All right, XRP holders, we have an important warning issued to the entire community in wake of this development taking place. And also we have to talk about what's happening with Grayscale with their lawsuit and their Bitcoin ETF. I'm getting in the price chart as well too. What's happening with Twitter acquiring a license to add crypto payments to their platform. And leaked information is coming out about Elon Musk with X and Wall Street about to cause massive chaos in the crypto space with Bitcoin with this PayPal update, and how all of this will have an impact on the altcoin market, Bitcoin, and the fan favorite project XRP. So comment 777 if you're feeling blessed, comment 777 if you're feeling bullish, and if you're gonna become the first millionaire in your family tree, you know what to do. Confirm it by giving this video a like, subscribing to the channel, and let's run it. All right, bull runners, welcome back. So XRP is sitting at 53 cents on the day, up 3.7% over the past 24 hours. BNB is up 4.6%. Ethereum's up 4.8%. Bitcoin up 6.7%, sitting above almost $28,000. So the market cap's 1.09. So what happened within the past 24 hours that we need to unpackage in this video? Because when we look at the total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, we see this rally up to the 50 SMA right here. The RSI is sitting at 52 right now. And then if we come over to Bitcoin on the chart, Bitcoin, was up 7%, and we see a drastic bounce on the RSI to 54. I talked about this the past few days on how I would expect a reversal for the DXY and a bounce for Bitcoin. Bitcoin was under 30 on the RSI. Sure enough, we saw a bounce up to 54. And we saw a drop in the DXY from 104.36 down to the 200 SMA to 103.65. So as the dollar declines and Bitcoin rallies, this is important for XRP because what happens with Bitcoin is going to directly affect XRP. So I drew this chart pattern up from 2019 that I showed you guys in a previous video. When we saw Bitcoin break below the 200 moving average, and then we saw a rally come October 19th, all the way up to $10,000 to test this previous zone of resistance right here before breaking back below the 200 moving average. So while this is an exciting time in crypto, definitely keep your guard up right now, because a rally for Bitcoin with the news of Grayscale, then eventually BlackRock, that I'm going to be talking about in future videos, we could see Bitcoin rally even further. Now, the real key here is what's going to happen with the Federal Reserve, obviously, and what's going to happen leading up towards the end of 2023 with their interest rates, and then leading to a potential, pandemic part 2 that they're planning on doing that would be a black swan event. So overall, on a macro scale, I'm bullish for crypto. The only bearishness that I have would be based on a black swan event that the globalists or the elite are planning on doing. So this is a good day. We're above the 200 moving average right now. If we can hold the 200 moving average, I would expect us to push back up to $30,000 before we see a correction for Bitcoin. Now, for XRP, on the XRP price chart, XRP's up a little bit, but it hasn't moved XRP's price too much. We're still sitting at 53 cents within this range right here, consolidating sideways for XRP. So Bitcoin would still need to keep pushing higher for then liquidity to come over into XRP to push XRP up to the 60 cent resistance right here. And then depending on if Bitcoin holds above the 200 moving average will determine if XRP can hold the 60 cent resistance as support and push higher. If Bitcoin can't hold and we see Bitcoin come back down, I would expect XRP just to kind of waddle sideways for the next few weeks, ultimately in September. And September has historically been a underperforming month for crypto and for Bitcoin, performing, -5 to 7%. And with the crypto asset manager Grayscale Bitcoin Trust scoring a major victory against the SEC in its efforts to convert its over-the-counter GBTC application into a listed Bitcoin ETF. So this is according to a court filing today. The U.S. Court of Appeals Circuit Judge Naomi Rao ordered Grayscale's petition for review by granting to be granted the SEC's order to deny the GBTC listing application to be vacated. Now, previously, the judge said that the SEC did not offer any explanation as to why Grayscale was in the wrong. However, the order does not guarantee the eventual listing of a Grayscale spot Bitcoin ETF. And the CEO of Grayscale Investments is now saying that their legal team is actively reviewing the court's opinion. And Grayscale on Twitter will be providing updates along with us on the Bull Runners channel. Now, it's important to know that Grayscale, this is a big deal because Grayscale is the largest over-the-counter traded Bitcoin fund with over 14 billion in assets under management. Now, compared to BlackRock with over $9-10 trillion of assets under management, this is the smaller domino that tips to the larger dominoes. And earlier this year, shares of GBTC traded at nearly 50% of a discount to the net asset value due to the firm's then ongoing litigation with the SEC and credit concerns regarding its parent digital currency group. And so obviously with the bear market as well too, that definitely slowed things down for the markets and for the ETF applications. And Grayscale winning this lawsuit to convert its trust into a Bitcoin ETF, and it's a few days ahead of the deadline for approving a variety of spot Bitcoin ETFs, including BlackRock's. And so will we see BlackRock's approval? What is that going to cause in the cryptocurrency market? Well, when I look here on the chart, I talked about this previously when I shared with you guys in November of 2004, gold ETF was approved, the first one, and we saw gold rally after that. But how long did it take? I mean, when it was approved, we saw gold rally up 9%, not a 50%, not 100% rally. It was 9% in the course of a month. And then shortly after that, once gold topped out at $456, before it passed that again, it took 292 days, even after a ETF was approved. And so 292 days before gold rallied upwards of $730. But gold held the 200 moving average, on February 2005, dipped below it for a little bit and kind of bobbled around the 50 SMA, the 200 SMA, but it held this support in this symmetrical triangle, and then ultimately broke out and went on a massive run. So could we see something similar happen for Bitcoin, where this rally right now for Bitcoin, we see a correction, and then we just ultimately see until 2024 waiting for the Fed pivot and the liquidity to come from the Fed? Because regardless of an ETF, there needs to be macro market positivity of people not worried about a recession or a potential depression or potential war with China invading Taiwan. There needs to be good news with the election as well too. There needs to be clarity that this country is safe moving forward, which doesn't seem that that's happening right now. But this is good news nonetheless. And the unclarity about how the banking system is going to, go moving forward with potential bank collapse is bullish for crypto, but it's bad for the economy. And so the representatives from the securities regulated body at Ripple's executive team are aligning their schedules for the anticipated trial as this lawsuit moves on, set to unfold during the second quarter of 2024. With specific dates marked for April and May. So this is going to extend as this showdown between the SEC and Ripple continues into 2024, leading up until Bitcoin's halving. So the warning that we need to talk about in this video that the community is a little concerned about is yesterday, the white paper for XAHAU, XHAU, I think that's how you say it, the smart contract sidechain for the XRP ecosystem was published, and it was launched with their white paper alongside GateHub, Allied Networks, Evernote, XRP Ledger, and others. And so given the enormous potential of this development, this alerted the XRP community to a potential wave of scams that might arise as a result of this announcement. So let's talk about them. What are the scams that you need to be aware of with this release? So there are no XAU airdrops, nor are there any giveaways announced. There is also neither a trust line nor an IOU. So XRP holders are warned not to share their keys with anyone. If you see comments below this video as well too, with fake profiles of ours, those are not us, guys, telling you to text them on WhatsApp or saying like, Bitcoin has made this amazing transformation, and because of Mary J. Blige's trading program here, I was able to make $10,000 per day. Those are not real comments. We delete those nonstop. They just keep coming back under different IP addresses. So YouTube has made it virtually impossible to block those types of people, and they're like weeds. You pull them and more return. So we just have to keep plucking them, and that's the way that it is. So in a tweet, Evernote, a layer 2 protocol that seeks to bring smart contracts to the XRP ledger via hooks, explain more about XAU. And this is what they said on their Twitter. Some key points, right? The XAU token is called XRP Plus because it's XRP plus hooks. XRP Plus has its own tokenomics. When you clone an XRP ledger account on XAU, XAU will credit your account with 2 XRP Plus, which covers the account reverse of 1 XRP Plus and 5 ledger objects. So it's 0.2 XRP Plus each. So you will not need to move or burn any XRP from your XRP ledger account where you're holding your XRP to clone your XRP account and set a trust line for Ever's airdrops. So anybody asking you to move your XRP or share your keys or join a Telegram or join Discord or DM them for details is a scammer trying to take your tokens. Don't fall for it. So massive warning, make sure you guys spread this video with people out there, interested in airdrops, interested in new sidechain launches, because this is just further bullish news for the XRP ledger. And Ripple Labs is deepening their ties with Canadian institutions as well too. So UBRI Connect is scheduled for October 12th through the 13th in Toronto. It's a gathering that brings scholars, researchers, thought leaders from the UBRI network to spotlight blockchain initiatives and disseminate knowledge and stimulate further research. And so Ripple's University Blockchain Initiative has forged a partnership with the University of Toronto. The institution launched an independent XRP ledger validator and is poised to play a pivotal role in recruiting XRP ledger campus ambassadors for upcoming batches. And so as Ripple expands in other countries, Canada is something to look out for. And then on top of that, Twitter is they acquired a required license to add crypto payments to their platform. And so the social media platform, now it's called X. It was Twitter, obviously. I think they should just go back to Twitter. X is actually, could that be for XRP and Stellar Lumens? Because the logos are somewhat similar, guys. I think that's pretty interesting. But the license is required that he got to provide virtual assets related to services on behalf of users. If you see right here, state license registrations, you see Arizona, Georgia, Maryland, Michigan, Missouri, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and then many others probably planned in the works. So it will enable the social media platform to store, transfer, and exchange digital assets for its massive user base. And the Rhode Island license grants access to maintain control of virtual currencies and transactions on behalf of others. This license holder includes different crypto-related services providers such as crypto exchanges, wallets, and payment processors. So X previously took a major step towards incorporating crypto by adding Bitcoin tips, which was a feature on their platform for the creators. And it also supports NFTs as profile pictures. Now, there's a leak revealing what Elon Musk, X, and Wall Street is working on doing with a massive PayPal update. And so he's been meeting with top Wall Street executives on the future of X. And to create an updated version of PayPal was his vision in the forefront. That's why X.com was purchased a long time ago, to offer low transaction costs as opposed to using credit cards and monetizing user info. So earlier this month, media reports denied by Elon Musk suggesting X could add a trading platform built inside the app as part of the plan to turn the app into a financial data giant, with Musk going on to say that X will never launch a cryptocurrency of its own to rival Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, or his favorite cryptocurrency, Dogecoin, but it would support cryptocurrencies like that. And with PayPal, earlier this month, they launched their US dollar peg stablecoin, PYUSD, hoping to succeed where Meta, Facebook failed with its own Libra stablecoin that they did. And so despite the hype surrounding PayPal's new stablecoin, very few people are using and holding the stablecoin in self-custody wallets, according to recent analysis, which makes perfect sense, because why would they need something like that when they can use USDC or USDT to trade against virtually every single pair that has more liquidity, rather than some new stablecoin that's used to get market share over to PayPal? Everyone understands that. So despite the hype of PayPal stablecoin, very few people are holding it. And also PayPal support for Bitcoin and crypto in late 2020, it helped kick off the latest Bitcoin price bull run that catapulted Bitcoin to almost $70,000. But this announcement didn't really do much for Bitcoin. And on-chain data showed that 90% of PYUSD, the stablecoin, is currently held in wallets controlled by their issuer Paxos, with holdings on crypto exchange accounting for 7% of the total supply and only 3% held by traders. So that's a big deal, with the control still in Paxos's wallet rather than, people actually using it. So, where Facebook tried, PayPal's trying, It just goes to show that USDC and USDT is too strong of a stable coin right now. And so with the rally taking place right now in the crypto total market cap, we see a bounce all the way up to the 200 SMA and the 50 SMA as well too. If we don't get rejected from here, even on the RSI, we're at 53. If we can consolidate sideways at this and push higher with other news coming in the market, then a retest of the high of 2021 could happen. And then I would expect, a slap back at some point, whether we see a slap back now or in the near future with this news. We're going to need more bullish news coming from the Fed. We would need more bullish news of monetary print orders, of a pivot, of something happening for more liquidity to flow into this market. Otherwise, I think this rally might be a little bit short-lived. And as long as we hold this support right here, my sentiment's bullish. If we come back down and we break this support right here at roughly, it's like $1 trillion, a little bit below that. If we break that support and we see something like this taking place, I would expect us to come all the way back down to 800 billion for the total market cap. Conversely, with Bitcoin, the $25,000 support right here, give or take, a few $1,000, 24,800 to 25,500 within this range right here that Bitcoin wicked off of in June of 2023. It was resistance back in February of 2023. It was also resistance back in August of 2022. It wicked off of support in May of 2022. So this is a massive support that Bitcoin wicked off of, and right now we're well above it. So if Bitcoin can remain bullish, then my sentiment's going to be bullish. It's if Bitcoin breaks below this range right here and we see something like this happen, then I would expect Bitcoin to come all the way back down to $19,000, all the way back down here somewhere within this range that you guys can see where it wicked off of the 200 moving average. So that's the next thing to look for, is holding support. So can Bitcoin push higher? Absolutely. Similar to what happened in 2019, if I bring it back up here for you guys, we saw a similar situation play out for Bitcoin right here below the 200 moving average. When Bitcoin was at $7,700, we saw a rally for Bitcoin of around 13% back up to the 200 moving average. Interestingly enough, we're seeing a rally of Bitcoin about 11%, a little bit above the 200 moving average. So if Bitcoin gets rejected from this, what I would expect to happen is consolidation sideways for an extended period of time, and then some good news to come in the market. We could see Bitcoin push up even higher, and then would we see a crash like this take place with a Fed announcement? Could we see that happen? That would be very eerie about how similar these markets are in the past. But if we go all the way back to 2015 and we were to measure where we are from November of 2022 until August of 2023 right now, we're about 281 days into this rally since the low. Now, where were we 281 days into the rally of 2015? We were about right here for Bitcoin, 262, right before Bitcoin broke out. So what do you guys think is going to happen? Do you guys think we're going to break out with this ETF news right here? We're going to see parabolic run up to, $40,000, $50,000 for Bitcoin? Or are we going to see something play out like 2019 where we see Bitcoin rally up to the high and then see a sell-off back below the 200 moving average, followed by, sideways trading action with potential pandemic news happening? It's anyone's guess, but what we're doing is we're preparing by backing up our truck all the way to the bank, grabbing the bags, packing them, stacking them, leaving no bags left behind, because we believe the spending power of the dollar is going to continue to go down in value. That's a fact. Cryptocurrencies over time, blockchain technology is going up in value. That's the truth. And together, we're all going camping on the beaches of the moon. I will see you on the next video. I will see you on bullrunners.com. If you want to learn our #1 way to earn passive income with crypto, check out bullrunners.com. And as always, you know what to do. Stay bullish.